For seniors, 3 types of nuts to avoid, and 3 you should eat regularly for stronger joints, a healthier heart, and better memory. Dear friend, take a moment and think. Could the handful of nuts you snack on daily actually be helping or quietly harming your body? The truth is, not all nuts are created equal, especially for those over 60. Some can support heart health, joints, and brain function, but others, if consumed regularly or improperly, may lead to digestive issues, inflammation, or even weaken muscles and memory over time. Today, we'll explore 3 types of nuts that older adults should limit, and 3 that are highly recommended for maintaining strength, independence, and vitality. 1. Peanuts. Best to limit. Although peanuts are cheap, convenient, and often used in snacks or energy bars, they're technically not true nuts. They're legumes and grow underground, making them more prone to moisture-related issues if not properly stored. Some studies suggest that peanuts can carry natural contaminants if stored poorly, and they're also high in omega-6 fatty acids. While omega-6 is essential in small amounts, too much without enough omega-3 can contribute to inflammation, an underlying factor in joint stiffness and fatigue in older adults. Peanuts also contain vitamin K, which may interfere with blood-thinning medications often prescribed to seniors. If you enjoy peanuts or peanut butter, choose a natural, unsweetened version without added oils or salt, and consume it in moderation as part of a balanced diet. 2. Cashews. Use with caution. Cashews have a creamy texture and rich flavor, but they contain oxalates, a compound that can bind to calcium and may impact bone strength if consumed in excess, especially when hydration is low. They also have a higher glycemic index than most nuts, meaning they can raise blood sugar quickly, which is not ideal for people with diabetes or prediabetes. In addition, the sticky texture of cashews can be difficult for seniors with dry mouth, dental issues, or difficulty swallowing. 3. Salted or flavored nuts. Best to avoid. Nuts that are heavily salted, candied, or flavored with spices may taste delicious, but they often contain excess sodium, sugar, and preservatives. Over time, these additives may negatively affect blood pressure, memory, or heart health. So, what nuts should seniors eat? 1. Walnuts. Rich in natural omega-3s that support heart, brain, and joint health, just 3 to 5 walnuts a day can make a big difference. 2. Almonds. Packed with vitamin E and antioxidants, almonds help maintain bone health and protect cells from oxidative stress. Choose unsalted, unroasted almonds with skin. 3. Pistachios. These are great for controlling blood sugar, boosting circulation, and supporting nervous system health. Eat them in moderation for best results. A nut selection tip. Few people know. Choose raw or dry roasted nuts that are unsalted and unflavored. Look for nuts that are vacuum sealed or stored in airtight jars, and keep them in a cool, dry place. If possible, choose organic nuts and avoid cracked or broken pieces, as these can be more easily oxidized and lose their nutritional value. Just one small change in your daily routine, like choosing the right nuts, can bring lasting benefits for your health and independence. As we age, not all delicious or premium foods are as safe as they seem. When the body becomes more sensitive, every bite matters. Some foods that look harmless or even luxurious can carry hidden concerns, especially for older adults. Cashews, for example, may look smooth and inviting, but their nutritional profile can pose challenges for those with bone or kidney issues. Let's talk about another nut you may not think twice about: pine nuts. 3. Pine nuts. Use with awareness. Pine nuts are small, pale, and often seen as gourmet, used in pesto sauces or sprinkled on elegant dishes. But beneath their refined appearance, they may not be the best everyday choice for seniors. One lesser-known concern is how certain natural compounds in pine nuts may interact with how the liver processes medications. According to the American Institute of Clinical Medicine, some components in pine nuts may influence liver enzymes that help the body break down and eliminate medications. This could potentially change how certain drugs, such as those for blood pressure, cholesterol, or mood, are metabolized. In some cases, this might reduce the drug's effectiveness or cause it to stay in the body longer than intended. While this doesn't mean pine nuts are bad or unsafe for everyone, it highlights the importance of being mindful, especially for older adults who are on regular prescriptions. Also, because of their small size and slightly oily texture, pine nuts may be harder to chew or swallow for individuals with dry mouth or dental concerns. Always eat slowly and chew thoroughly to prevent discomfort or choking. In summary, even healthy-looking foods can have unexpected effects as we grow older. Being informed helps us make smarter, safer choices, supporting our independence and well-being every single day. Potential effects of pine nuts on seniors. One issue to be aware of is that some compounds in pine nuts may influence how the body processes medications. According to clinical research, pine nuts could affect certain liver enzymes responsible for metabolizing prescription drugs. This might subtly impact how medications for blood pressure, cholesterol, or mood are broken down, possibly changing how they work in the body. While this doesn't happen to everyone, it's a reminder to eat mindfully, especially if you take medications regularly. Another lesser-known phenomenon is called pine mouth, or metallic mouth syndrome. In some people, especially after consuming pine nuts that have oxidized, usually due to poor storage, a persistent metallic taste may develop. This taste can linger for days and affect the enjoyment of food. For younger individuals, it may be a minor annoyance, but for seniors, a change in taste can lead to reduced appetite, skipped meals, unintended weight loss, and over time, a decrease in muscle mass, something that's closely tied to strength and mobility in older age. A poor appetite can also impact mood and energy, contributing to feelings of fatigue or social withdrawal. Pine nuts are also rich in polyunsaturated fats, which are generally healthy, but highly sensitive to heat, light, and air. When exposed for too long, these fats can oxidize and form compounds that may contribute to oxidative stress in the body. Over time, oxidative stress has been linked to age-related concerns such as memory decline, slower reflexes, and balance issues. Finally, due to their small size and smooth texture, pine nuts can pose a choking risk, especially for seniors with dry mouth or difficulty swallowing. It's important to eat them slowly, chew thoroughly, or consider blending them into sauces rather than eating them whole. In short, while pine nuts can be a flavorful ingredient, they're best enjoyed occasionally and with awareness, especially for older adults who are managing medications or changes in appetite. By making informed choices, you can continue to enjoy your meals while protecting your health and independence. While pine nuts may appear small and innocent, they can pose more challenges than benefits, especially for older adults. Those with dry mouth, reduced saliva, or weak jaw muscles should be especially careful. Because of their size and smooth texture, pine nuts can be difficult to chew thoroughly, increasing the risk of choking. In rare cases, if a piece enters the airway, it may cause complications like aspiration, making mindful eating essential. Over time, regular consumption of poorly stored pine nuts may also contribute to gradual changes in health, particularly in adults over 60. While the effects may not show up immediately, long-term impacts could include discomfort with digestion, changes in appetite, or strain on memory and circulation. That's why it's important to treat these small foods with the same care and attention as anything else in your wellness routine. Now for the good news, not all nuts are risky. In fact, some are like quiet health supporters, helping to strengthen bones, nourish muscles, and keep your heart and brain working smoothly well into your golden years. Let's start with one of the most beneficial. 1. Almonds, a small nut with big benefits. Almonds may look simple, but they're packed with nutrients that are especially valuable for older adults. One of their standout qualities is bone support. Just 100 grams of almonds provide over 260 milligrams of calcium, comparable to a glass of milk, but often easier to digest for seniors who experience bloating or discomfort from dairy. Almonds also contain magnesium, a mineral that works alongside calcium to ensure it goes to the right places, like bones and teeth, instead of building up in the arteries. Together, calcium and magnesium help maintain strong bones, support better circulation, and promote healthy blood pressure. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that regularly including both minerals in the diet can improve bone density within 3 to 6 months, an important factor in maintaining strength and preventing falls. But almonds don't stop at bone health. They also provide high-quality plant protein, nearly 21 grams per 100 grams, which helps maintain muscle mass and daily strength. Healthy fats. Unsaturated fats in almonds help reduce inflammation and support joint flexibility and heart health. Vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that protects nerve and muscle cells and may slow memory decline. Flavonoids. Found in the almond's thin brown skin, these compounds support healthy blood vessels and improve artery elasticity, particularly helpful for those at risk of heart conditions. Almonds also contain soluble fiber, which aids digestion and helps prevent constipation, a common concern for older adults. This fiber also improves how the body absorbs essential nutrients like calcium and magnesium. Because of these benefits, almonds make a wonderful alternative to processed snacks like cookies, crackers, or salty chips, which often contain excess sugar, sodium, or unhealthy fats. How to enjoy almonds daily. You don't need a lot to benefit. Just 10 to 15 raw almonds a day is enough. You can add them to oatmeal or yogurt. Use almond flour in baking. Enjoy a spoon of natural almond butter on whole grain toast. Just remember, choose unsalted, unsweetened almonds to avoid raising blood pressure or adding unnecessary stress to the liver. During a recent wellness seminar, Ms. Linda, a 68-year-old retired teacher from California, shared something truly uplifting. She started adding almonds to her oatmeal every morning. After just 3 months, her joint pain had eased, and her bone density test showed remarkable improvement. Her story is not an exception. Many older adults have experienced real, measurable benefits from this simple daily habit. Almonds are more than just a tasty snack. They're a natural gift that supports strong bones, healthy muscles, and a sharp, clear mind. But the journey to better health doesn't stop there. Next, we turn to another remarkable nut, one known not for strengthening bones, but for nurturing the brain and supporting memory and emotional clarity. 2. Walnuts, the brain's best friend. If almonds are like the builders of a strong foundation, walnuts are the guardians of mental clarity, especially in our later years. Have you ever noticed how a walnut looks like a miniature brain? It's as if nature herself is hinting at its purpose. Walnuts are rich in plant-based omega-3 fatty acids, particularly ALA, alpha-linolenic acid. According to the Harvard School of Public Health, just 28 grams of walnuts contain around 2.5 grams of ALA. This essential fat helps nerve cells stay flexible and boosts the communication between them, critical for memory, reflexes, and focus as we age. That's not all. Walnuts are packed with polyphenols, powerful antioxidants that can cross the blood-brain barrier to protect brain cells from damage caused by free radicals. A study in the Journal of Nutrition, Health, and Aging found that older adults who regularly ate walnuts performed better in memory recall, reaction time, and decision-making tasks. But the benefits go beyond brain health. Walnuts also help support blood circulation thanks to arginine, an amino acid that relaxes blood vessels and improves blood flow. For older adults, especially those with lower circulation, this helps muscles get the oxygen and nutrients they need, supporting strength, mobility, and endurance. Another bonus? Walnuts naturally contain melatonin, a hormone that helps regulate sleep. Having a few walnuts in the evening can promote better sleep quality, which is essential for repairing muscle tissue, boosting mental clarity, and restoring energy. Walnuts truly offer whole-body benefits, nourishing the mind, lifting the mood, and energizing the body. As Dr. Lillian Chung, a nutrition expert at Harvard, put it, walnuts are one of the best foods to support cognitive health in older adults. Simple ways to enjoy walnuts. Eat 3 to 4 walnuts daily as part of your breakfast or afternoon snack. Mix them into plain yogurt. Sprinkle them on top of salads or roasted vegetables. Blend them into sauces or spreads for whole grain bread. If the flavor is a bit strong for your taste, you can lightly toast them to enhance the aroma and make them more enjoyable. Let's take a moment to hear another inspiring story. Mr. Thomas, a 73-year-old retired engineer from Boston, used to misplace his keys and forget small tasks, a source of frustration. But after introducing walnuts into his morning routine and pairing it with regular walks, he noticed a difference. His mind feels sharper. These days, he even helps his grandson with math homework in the afternoons. A small change made a big difference. Walnuts remind us that with the right care, mental clarity and memory can thrive at any age. Some foods don't just nourish the body, they brighten your day with their color, texture, and even the sound they make as you eat them. Pistachios are a perfect example. With their naturally split shells, vibrant green hue, and cheerful crunch, pistachios aren't just a treat for the taste buds. They're a powerful support for your heart, vision, and physical coordination, especially as you age. Let's start with the heart. Just 100 grams of pistachios contain over 1,025 milligrams of potassium, a vital mineral that helps maintain healthy blood pressure. As we get older, our blood vessels tend to stiffen and become more sensitive to salt, increasing the risk of high blood pressure. Potassium acts as a natural counterbalance. It flushes out excess sodium, relaxes blood vessels, and improves blood flow, particularly to the legs, where circulation often weakens with age. But pistachios aren't just heart-smart, they're also a friend to your eyes. They're rich in lutein and zeaxanthin, two powerful antioxidants that protect the macula, the part of your retina responsible for sharp, central vision. These nutrients help preserve your ability to read, recognize faces, and maintain balance while walking. A small daily handful of pistachios may help reduce the risk of macular degeneration, one of the leading causes of age-related vision loss. There's more. Pistachios offer unexpected benefits for your hands and coordination. The simple act of shelling each nut is actually a gentle exercise for your fingers, improving motor skills and hand-eye coordination. Over time, this helps maintain dexterity, reflexes, and your ability to perform everyday tasks like buttoning a shirt, writing, or even using a smartphone. And don't underestimate the emotional boost pistachios can provide. Their bright color and satisfying texture stimulate the senses and lift your mood. For older adults who may struggle with low appetite or energy, adding a handful of pistachios to their day can be both comforting and revitalizing. In fact, a study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that seniors who ate pistachios daily for 12 weeks reported higher energy levels and more positive moods compared to those who didn't. How to enjoy pistachios the healthy way. To get the full benefits, choose unsalted pistachios with no added sugar. A good daily portion is about 30 grams, or roughly 40 to 45 nuts. Here are some easy and enjoyable ways to include them in your diet. As a midday snack, sprinkled on salads or steamed vegetables, paired with fresh fruit for a light dessert, mixed into yogurt or oatmeal, The act of eating pistachios slowly, one by one, encourages mindful eating and natural portion control. And here's a lovely real-life story. Ms. Eleanor, a 70-year-old artist from Oregon, started keeping a small bowl of pistachios on her table as a snack while she painted. Over time, she noticed her hands felt steadier, her energy was up, and she was finishing her artwork faster and with more joy. It's these small, positive changes that make a big difference over time. Pistachios show us that something so simple can be both nutrient-rich and emotionally uplifting, a reminder that health can taste good too. A simple snack, a big difference. During a recent wellness group meeting, Ms. Porcell Lords, 68, shared a touching story. She initially chose pistachios, simply because their vibrant color made her smile. But after just 2 months, her doctor noted a remarkable improvement. Her blood pressure had stabilized, and she said she woke up with more energy each morning. Now, she always carries a few pistachios in her pocket, a small treat, just for herself. It's moments like these that remind us, taking care of your health doesn't have to be complicated. With pistachios, you're not just nourishing your heart and eyes, you're also giving yourself a little daily joy. Often, it's the small, thoughtful choices, a handful of the right food, a moment of mindfulness, that bring the greatest value to our lives. The big picture: 6 tiny nuts, 2 different paths. We've just explored 6 kinds of nuts that may seem ordinary, yet have vastly different effects on health, especially for those over 60. On one hand, there are 3 nuts to be cautious with: peanuts, cashews, and pine nuts. Though small, these can bring silent risks, from digestive problems and hormonal imbalance to strain on the liver, kidneys, memory, and even safety during daily activities like swallowing or moving around. On the other hand, there are 3 nuts that truly support your health: almonds, walnuts, and pistachios. These are more than just snacks. They are gentle allies that nourish your bones, muscles, and brain. They help improve mood, support mobility, and can enhance your quality of life in simple, natural ways. Start small. Stay consistent. Feel the change. The most important takeaway here isn't that you need to overhaul your diet overnight. It's about starting small, 1 handful at a time. A few almonds in the morning, 3 walnuts before bed, swapping out processed snacks for a handful of pistachios in the afternoon. These may seem like small changes, but done consistently, they build a strong foundation for long-term health. They empower you to move with more confidence, think more clearly, and live more independently in your golden years. You might ask, can just a few nuts really make a difference? And the answer is absolutely. Because lasting change doesn't come from one big moment, it comes from small, consistent acts of self-care and respect for your body. You deserve strength, clarity, and joy. Caring for your health in later life doesn't have to be loud or overwhelming. It begins quietly, with what you put on your plate, with a little knowledge, and with a lot of kindness toward yourself. You deserve a body that carries you through morning walks, a mind that remembers your loved ones, and a heart light enough to smile every day. If you found today's video helpful, please like and subscribe so you won't miss the next one. And if you've been using any of the nuts we talked about today, I'd love to hear your experience. Share your story in the comments below. You never know who you might inspire. Until next time, I'm wishing you good health, peace, and the strength to face whatever challenges come your way. And don't forget, sometimes one small handful can make a big difference.